Welcome everybody. Hi. We're
Okay.
just we're just rolling in here. Um, Cold open. Um, so yeah, Evan finished this whole paper. It's ready for demo and development, and it's a protocol for gifting that works with any digital currency.
Mm.
So or any currency, so you can use
Mhm.
it with Cash App, you can use it with whatever. Um, and he's not a coder or a developer, but he was able to take the original conversation I had with my GPT, put it in his, and start to think through it. And then, yeah, and
Mm.
overnight he created this thing. So
Mm.
it's ready to go for anybody coming on. And it moves everything from. I woke up today thinking about how the money's based on a false idea of scarcity and debt, that there's no such thing, right? And then this data mining, and then
Mhm.
Bitcoin mining, and then the
Mhm.
literal physical mining we've done, right? And it's like,
Mhm.
this mining, this mining, which is like this. I had this picture of, like, we're just searching and searching and searching for this
Mhm.
thing that doesn't
Mhm.
exist. Like, everything's here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it stops all of that, and in creating more artificial debt, and it's just give now. So it's just a tool for the repayment of the debt, for
Mhm.
regifting, for ushering in the sharing economy, for just
Mhm.
tipping the scale of the abundance that was already here. We already
Mhm.
have everything,
We
right?
do. We
We have
do.
every
There's so much money in the earth, in the world,
in the world. Yeah, however
and
many
every
quadrillion.
weekend proves that, right? The spending on whatever it is, but
Yeah,
let's just say entertainment and sports and all of that, it
exactly.
proves that it's there,
It proves that
right?
it's there.
Yes,
Exactly.
the
And
majority.
and all of the labor we've done, which is just energy, has been hoarded, and it's not going anywhere. Like,
Mhm,
the systems that everybody's hoarding, the billionaires are hoarding money for, are dying.
mhm,
I'm like, where are you
mhm.
going to spend it? What are you going to do? Like,
I
it's,
know,
you know,
I know.
it's like, how about seeding the gift economy
Let's
where we
let's
can all just play,
let's give it
redistribute it.
let's give them a place. Yeah, so it needs development now. Is that the next step?
Yep,
Yeah.
it needs
Okay.
coders and developers
Coders and
to demo
developers.
it, and then show it
Mhm.
proof of
Mhm.
concept, and then
Yeah.
we'll get going. So,
Mhm.
and it's
Yeah.
all ready to go. Evan's outlined the whole thing. Brilliant
Okay.
stuff. So,
Okay. Okay. Well, developers out there in the community, in the new world,
yeah, yeah,
we're calling
exactly.
you in.
Calling you
Yep.
in.
Calling you
Yep.
in. Work
You
your
j-
magic.
work exactly. Work your digital magic.
Work your digital magic. Get that thing rocking and rolling with no glitches or anything. So
Exactly.
let's go. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. It's time to
Let's
go.
go.
And exactly,
Yeah.
it's magic too, right? Like, the
Sure.
coders are magicians.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's amazing what they do.
It's amazing what
Yeah.
they do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
good. Yeah, so, anybody listening, that would be a good thing to go out there and read about on your page, the gift coin.
Gift coin.
Yeah.
It's on the field guide inside my page, and then on the I changed the post, my, like, main map
Mhm.
post, called "The Web in the Garden" now. So
Mhm,
the
mhm,
digital web, and then the garden, the physical
mhm,
web. We
mhm,
just need those 2 to link. Um,
mhm.
so we're ready to go. We are ready to go. And we're ready to go, like, you're ready to go. We're already living, like, there's millions of us already living in the new earth paradigm, which
Mhm,
your words for this are true self, and, like,
mhm,
living on 10, and many
mhm.
other ways that you speak into true you speak the a reflection of what it is to live in it sanely, like, as we were meant to, in a fulfilling way,
Right,
in our
right,
full
right.
expression.
Mhm. Right, right, right. First starting within yourself to know who that is and to accept that who that is and free that person.
Yes.
Free you from the, need to please others, to conform to systems, that's not serving you or your values or anything, and it frees you to move, right? To move
Appreciative.
outside the boxes and to, go the path that you desire to go.
Mhm.
And the vision that you talk about, people want that.
People want it.
I believe in my heart, they want that, that's true self. We all want freedom. the
Oh,
freedom
absolutely.
just to be. So now we have to remember and relearn what that is and
Yes.
how to do it.
Yes.
I'm figuring that out.
Yes.
How do I do that? My journey did start within, and
Mm.
much more of it is spilling without.
Yes.
Even the things that I'm doing on Substack, but even just in my day to day, spilling out. Wake up, what I want to do. Like you said, I want to
Mhm.
play. How does
Mhm.
my play benefit me and other people? Make my world better. Um, and what does that look like in the world that we are in? And
Yes.
I do look at that in a lot of ways as in it, not
Yes.
of it.
Beautiful.
'Cause we're
Exactly.
in it,
Yep.
right? These things
Yep.
are happening around us. We don't have to subject ourselves to them unless we want to, and we can figure out how to navigate around them and be
Yep.
free. That does take desire, I
Yes.
think. I
Yep.
ask myself, I ask my friends, ask people around me, do you want to do this? What do you want? I wake up every day and say, what do you want?
That's the question that's gonna change everything. That does change everything. We
It
weren't
does.
asked it. We were just sort of given the program. So
Yes.
it's it's just radical to ask it alone and then to do
It
it.
is. It
Yeah,
is. And some people will answer me by saying, I don't know how to answer that question. I
exactly.
never thought about what I want. Nobody ever asked me what I want. And they genuinely don't know what they want.
Yes. You
So
do
I'll
exactly
say,
that.
let's park right there for a minute.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because until you figure out what you want,
Yes.
you're going to be kind of tossed about by the wind and by the current. You're just going to be
Mm,
tossed about because you got to get that in for yourself, what you
yep,
want.
yep.
Also, I learned from talking to people is they can want something, but how much do they want it?
100%.
Right?
Yep.
I know that journey with me, for me, weight management has been a lifelong thing. So, yeah, I want to be my healthiest weight. Okay, do I want that more than the ice cream or the donut or the whatever, whatever?
Yeah.
Do I want that enough to go exercise? So
Yep.
that's the next level of it. The vision you talk about, the new earth, the
Mhm.
new Eden, the
Yep.
garden. I can't think of anyone who would say, I don't want that.
Exactly.
Everybody I would know would say,
Mhm.
yes, I want that.
Yeah.
So now, how much do you want that?
Yeah. 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 Yes. How much is there still, kind of the old world, old earth conditioning that would block you from letting yourself want the whole thing, you
Right,
know?
right,
Because
right,
it's only a conditioned in limitation. An infant baby doesn't eat food it doesn't wanna eat, it spits it out, it doesn't they don't wanna play with a child they don't wanna play with, like, there's no
right.
self-limiting. It has
There's
to
no
be taught.
self-limiting, right, it has to be taught, and we have to kinda start to, like you said, wean away from that and accept the possibility that it's possible. Accept the
Yes.
notion that it is possible to be
Yep.
like that, and like you always say, remember when it was. There was a time
Yes.
when it was more like the new earth than what we're experiencing now.
Yep, exactly. And
Yeah.
as you say, it's like if you live on 10, if you live from your authentic self now, we're setting that at vibration and then we're showing each other that it's possible.
Mhm.
It's like, "Oh, this person's
Mhm.
just totally real and really, really honest about what they want and what they don't want," you know? And
Mhm.
they're and you're
Yes.
base you're living in the new earth.
Right.
You're which is a frequency, which is just here. It's just here,
It's just here.
but
Right.
living
It's a
authentically.
right, right. It's an
Yeah,
energy, it's a mindset, it's a thought,
yeah,
is a desire. And I am thankfully finding more people, especially on Substack, who share that. They're saying the same thing within their sphere, whatever their thing is.
yeah,
They're saying the exact same thing.
yep,
So,
exactly.
yeah. So, like you said, we're out there.
We're out here.
We're
Yeah,
doing it. Yeah.
yeah,
I think it's great what you're doing, and that we can make a more conscious effort to
yeah,
start connecting the dots
yep,
between ourselves, between what you're doing and what I'm doing, and what Margaret is doing, and Evelyn is doing, and uh, your friend in Portugal.
yep, exactly.
What they're doing to start connecting those dots and being examples for how we do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I was sharing that with you that one of the things I know and recognize in my local community and my community of color is that we will need to unwind from being in the system and reduce our dependency on what we've known.
Yeah.
So much of our livelihood, our existence is tied to the systems, tied to what happens in Washington, DC, tied to all of those things. So it stirs up hesitancy to do anything different, right? I've
Yep.
been doing this for 20 years, 30 years. You know, how can I do how can I do something else?
Yep. Yep.
How do I even unwind and reduce that dependency on that? What conversations kind of have you had about things like that? You've
Yeah.
talked to people?
Yeah, and I know you have too.
Yeah.
So I wanna know your how
Okay.
you tell folks to do it.
Sure.
I mean,
Sure.
in a way, like, that's I mean, I've had to do it for myself, like you said, right?
Mm,
I had to
mhm.
unwind, and I had to know definitively by having done it, how safe and fun and fulfilling it is.
Mhm.
Safe first
Mhm.
to,
Mhm.
to not follow the program, right? Whether
Mhm.
that's whatever it is,
Mhm.
family conditioning, what I think family is, or friendship,
Mhm.
or
Mhm.
spirituality, or money, or
Mhm.
being like, a good person,
Yeah. Yep,
you
yep,
know?
yep, yep, yep.
All of this had to
Uh,
go. All
yeah.
identities really had to go,
Yeah.
in a sense, because it's like in order to find our true self, like my story has to go away enough that the true story can unfold.
Can unfold. You can
Yeah,
see it, you can hear it.
exactly.
Uh There, because it's there still. The
Yep.
one that we got when we, got here or shortly after, like those children, the child who doesn't see boundaries or who doesn't see
Mm.
differences, or even if they see the differences, they embrace it and they delight in differences and they grab holds of something that's totally opposite of them and
Yeah.
laugh about it, have
Yeah.
fun with it and find them ways to share. I think the not sharing, like you said, is some learned type aspect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, it's the conditioning of, separation, like you've talked about, and
Mhm.
conditioning of,
Mhm.
then this idea of competition versus complementary, like, it's all one, so
Mhm.
so life
Mhm.
she's not gonna punk herself and set
Mhm.
it up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's not gonna set it up that we zero each other out,
Right.
She's gonna set it up that, like, the left hand works really well with the right hand. So,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, and we can do that. Um, Part of my journey in doing that is the openness, an open heart, an open mind to say, "Where am I? Where is that person? Who is that person?" And be willing to see and be okay with that. The imperfections, the perfect, whatever it is, be able to see it and start to shape it like as your true self.
As you
Yeah, as true self, to feel the joy in maybe the discomfort, because it might be, when you're shifting from the old to the new, there be some aspects of discomfort in that, but to go in with the thought of, I'm gonna be okay with the discomfort. I'm gonna sit with the discomfort because I want the freedom. I want the the confidence of being true self,
Yep.
and the freedom that brings. And instead of looking at as, a painful um thing, start viewing it as abundance, right?
Right.
Instead of lack, right?
Exactly.
I'm afraid I'm not going to have this, I'm not going to have that,
Yep.
start looking at the abundance of this new shift than what you might perceive as lack. To look at empowerment, maybe instead of our differences. What you bring, what I bring, we both go up.
Yep.
Right? Inspiration instead of, like you were saying, comparison or competition. We can inspire each other
Yes, we
to
inspire
do what
each
we
other.
need
We
to
elevate
do.
each other.
We
Yes.
elevate each other.
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
to on 10. And for me, my definition of 10, those types of things happen
Yeah.
on 10. I don't see you as a competitor. I see you as a friend, an ally, somebody. Because if I go up, you go up. If you go up, I go up. You
100%.
know,
Yeah.
it all works well. And in the vision that you have where we are sharing and being communal and trading our skills and, food and all that kind of stuff, that is the purpose of coming up.
Yeah. That's the
That
purpose.
that undergirds coming up,
Yeah.
right? Right?
Yeah.
If I can the developers we need to come in and to build the gift coin,
Mhm.
a benefit from the gift coin being in existence, where then we can bring the gifting in.
Yes.
That they get
Right.
their value out of bringing the system up, but then we all get value from being able to do the gift exchange.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Everybody.
support one another. Yep, yep,
Yep.
yep.
Exactly. Your win is my win. Everybody's win is it's like it's just and it's the natural abundance that we're sitting with here it's unfathomable. It's like we're remembering what's possible, but it's also like it's even better than what we could remember. I feel like
Mhm,
it's like imagine everyone's just sharing, everyone's in abundance, everybody's on 10, everybody's in their full
mhm,
expression.
mhm,
It's
mhm.
like it's absolutely limitless what we can create
Yes,
together. Yeah,
it is. It
yeah,
is. Yeah, and the negative things start to fade,
exactly.
right? Because I don't fear you.
Yeah, I don't fear
You
you.
don't fear
There's no
me.
other. Yeah,
Right. There's no
yes,
other. There's
yes,
no other. Right.
yeah.
There's no other. Yeah,
There
and
isn't,
it's
and
a
there
big
isn't. It's like that's the big psyop, right? That there is an other of any kind,
right.
color wise, gender wise, religion wise. It's like nope, still a sibling,
Yep,
still
yep,
family.
yep. Yep,
Yep.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
And yeah, absolutely. You're pulling from me doesn't diminish what I have and vice versa.
No.
But definitely have to get to that. And look, thinking back too on the unwinding,
Yeah.
there's some little steps that I've been working on to do that myself. And I think one is health. To really be mindful of the type of health that I want to walk this space in,
Mhm.
you know, especially on 10, but wherever I am, is being conscious of what kind of health I want to be in to do that. And the more healthy I am, the less dependent I am on a healthcare system that might make difference
Mhm.
in how they serve people.
Yep.
Right? The system we have now, there are difference making in it, whether you have means or no means, or even access to health, or whatever that is. But if you are doing your ultimate to be healthy, then your dependency on the healthcare system is very low.
Yep. Absolutely.
So I would tell people that, you know, take
Mm.
care of your body.
Yes.
Be
Start there.
mindful of, what you're putting into it. Be mindful to move your body. Meditate, be joyful. Everything that will keep your health on 10.
Yep.
So then you're not as subject to the healthcare system that's available now. I feel
100%.
this, yeah, yeah. The same thing about money. So in this world we in, that debt is a factor.
Mhm. Mhm.
To diminish that, you
Mhm.
it's best to find a way to eliminate your personal debt.
Yep.
And I know both the health and the money, they're more than a notion. But again, it goes back to what do you want?
It goes back to that every time. Yeah. Yeah.
Every time.
Every
What do
time.
you want? And do you want it enough to make adjustments in your health
Yeah.
care, and to make adjustments in your finances?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the truth is the thing we want the most is freedom and is like how do I wanna say? It's just what is. It's like our being wants health for ourselves.
Mhm.
We don't
Absolutely.
wanna be sick. We don't want
Mm-mm.
to eat the thing that our body doesn't wanna eat.
Mhm.
but the level of conditioning of what we think we want versus what we actually want
Mhm.
is a lot. So to return to yes, meditation, just the moment to really hear what do I actually want,
What do I
and
really
then
want?
the body won't sabotage herself,
Mm-mm.
and
Nope.
it'll be exponent like the health just get your health just gets exponentially better,
It
and you'll do it.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The brilliance of the body will do it itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we help with the environment, you know, putting in it that helps that. Even when we don't do it, the body is working to still keep us healthy. But if we are in alignment with that, like you said, it's even faster, it's even better, and it's surer. It's more
Sure.
sure because
Yes.
what we want freedom. We want freedom from sickness
Yep.
or to be in a hospital or having to go to the doctor or ER, just all of that, right?
Yes.
So, a part of this, in my view, is, personal accountability
Mhm.
for that
Mhm.
true self, for being true
100%.
self. Yeah.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
responsible.
Yeah.
We have to take 100% responsibility for ourselves. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And getting to true self, for me, my personal experience made that accountability easier
Yes.
because now I was being accountable to my true self versus the conditioned self
Yes.
or the self conforming to other people's standard.
Yes.
And it's a harder thing to do,
Mhm.
to be accountable to somebody else's level of standards.
Infinitely harder than
Yeah,
just
infinitely
being true to
harder
yourself. Yes.
than being true to yourself,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, the ancient wisdom was to thine own self be true because that you can handle.
That you can
And
do.
that
Yeah.
yeah, right, and you don't have to worry about me doing my true self, you doing true if everybody did their own true self and had accountability for that, it would be a wonderful thing, and it will help deliver the new earth,
Yes.
because 'cause we're
Yes.
doing that.
I love
Yeah.
that word deliver. It's just we're just
Yeah.
gonna deliver ourselves to one another
Yeah.
as sovereign, free, true beings. And here we are. Here we are, you know,
Yes.
and
Yes.
we're delivering it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and it feels good. It feels good to be in the space. I want other people to be in the space,
Yes.
and I have to manage my own mind and thinking because it's not my responsibility to drag them.
Tell it. Yep. Taking that
Though
on
I
with too much.
want to drag them.
Yeah. Dragging doesn't work.
Nope,
Pulling doesn't work. Pushing
nope.
doesn't work.
Mm-mm,
Convincing
mm-mm.
doesn't work.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
It has to be a total volunteer. I want this thing and I'm
Yeah.
responsible for doing it. Um, but I will share the information in ways that hopefully people will want to hear like, wait, what are you talking about? Or what do you mean? Or whatever, because I do think they want it.
They do want it. Exactly.
They don't
It's how
know.
we were it's our birthright, like when we were
Yes.
born, to just live fully authentically.
Yeah.
Um, Oracle calls it, Thelete, which when I it's THELETE, and I was like, "Oh, it sounds like the elite." It's like which is like elite is really just expressing oneself as pure source, as a sovereign, unique being as pure source.
I like
That's
that.
delete, and I was like, "Oh, that's beautiful. We need a word for
I
that,"
like it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
yeah.
Elite.
And we
Yeah.
and we are all Thalit. We are all source,
Mhm.
and we just, as she would say, decree ourselves Thalit, and
Mhm.
live it,
Yeah.
and then
Mhm.
there's no other authority.
Mhm.
We're our authority. We are
Mhm.
creator herself. We are it,
Mhm. Yes, 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 yes. Um, owning that and walking that is key.
Key.
Yeah, I had a conversation with a friend the other day about outsourcing that power to others.
Yes.
And our conditioning, especially in communities of color, have been that to outsource that authority to other people who we deem in a higher seat. Usually it was in the religious community most of the time, but other times it might have been education. Teachers were revered, and elected officials, were revered. But when you do it as yourself, you're the sovereign, you're the source.
Yep.
It changes the narrative.
It
You
changes the
know,
narrative.
yeah, yeah. It may not change the connection within the community and other people. It definitely changed the narrative of how you see yourself with them, and you no longer outsource yourself to them. You be yourself and figure out where are the points of connections I have with you so that we can build together.
Yes.
Yeah, like you
Yes.
always say. Yeah,
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 exactly. Those
yeah.
natural connections that are like once, and if I'm in my Thalit sovereign self and I'm not outsourcing my authority, then we find it's like it's authorship, right? The authority. It's like here's what I'm author, here's what I see, and then we're
Mhm.
all co-authoring this story
Mhm.
as
Mhm.
equal writers.
Mhm, mhm,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. I started growing a garden, a vegetable garden,
Mm.
a couple of years ago. It's a raised bed. My husband has an old truck that he doesn't use, but doesn't want to get rid of because it was his first truck in his construction business, et cetera, et
I
cetera.
understand.
So, so he did make a healthy bed in there. He constructed something with wood, whatever he did. But anyway, it's a raised bed in the back of the old truck.
I love it. I wanna see the
That
photo.
we and yeah, Imma have to send a photo. It's really cute. It's really
Yeah.
cute. It's really cute. And, but we have peppers and, different things growing out of there, and that's another way I see as a little way to start unwinding from the systems to grow your own food, to start growing those things that you're relying on the system to bring to you, and you got control over what's in it and how healthy it is for you. You're growing what you like, and as the New Earth vision is, the extra that I have, I share with my neighbor.
Yep,
I
exactly.
give to yeah, to give to them. So, um, things like that, I think we have to put in practical, um, action to bring the new earth
Yeah.
around, connecting, yeah, with that.
Yeah, it's the very practical, localization, where it's local like us. We
Mhm,
make our own vegetables, and then sharing, right? It's
mhm,
small sharing economies that will create that abundance so quickly. I go
mhm.
to the farm. I have some raised beds too, not as cute, smaller, and it's just like some herbs and onions
Mhm,
and things like that, tomatoes. But I go to
mhm.
my local farmers market, um, and the spirit there is very is abundant. And
Yes.
and I go, and every time I go, I get a little something for free or a lot of something for free,
Yeah.
because everybody
Yeah.
is just sharing.
Yes,
It's like
yes.
we're all just kind of like, can we get rid of the money thing and just hang out? It's the feeling.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I like that energy about it. And you're right. When you go to the farmer's market or go to a farm where they're growing it and you can go out and pick it, it is that spirit of, connectedness and community and, the sharing things.
Yeah,
So we've got to kind of be more conscious to make that connection in our local space. Um, Finding neighbors that we know, the neighbors next to us and maybe inviting them to figure out, "Hey, do you wanna do something together on it?" Because, uh, talking about it is very good and it
mhm.
excites us and we do it, but then we gotta be about it
You got to be
and
about it.
start figuring out how do we implement this in our local areas
Mhm.
to bring that heaven to earth, bring that new earth, now, where we are.
Yep.
I know for some communities, trust is gonna be a factor there.
Yes.
So we've gotta figure out how do we, um, instill that trust with people living next door to us.
Yep.
Hopefully, you're in an area where you've been next to your neighbor for some time that you can have some factor of trust already there, or people you connect with on a regular basis. I play tennis a lot, so my tennis team, we're kind of connected. I see us maybe creating the farmers market exchange or the something exchange
Yes.
periodically,
Yep.
books, clothes, whatever, just among ourselves that might can grow to invite other people to come. But it is like money free, currency free,
Yes.
but exchange of stuff that might benefit other people.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, the whole idea for gift coin is really just to seed the sharing economy, which is just this.
Mhm.
It's just
Mhm.
it's at scale to
Mhm.
seed it. Um, and it's really just to get the ball rolling of this very natural process. And I
Mhm.
love that it's just whatever your current community is. If it's tennis, you convert
Mhm.
that, like that's your
Mhm.
community, and we're all
Mhm.
a part of many communities. And this was also the
Right.
idea with the party, this, like, World Design Day or whatever we end up calling it,
Mhm.
which I now have,
Mhm.
like, a brand team for us and everything. Um, like, getting, this is all new. But, um
Mhm.
but it's to just create a local community to come together and
Mhm.
"Look, we have the same design, we want the same thing."
Mhm.
Your
Mhm.
neighbors,
Yeah.
And then really to not focus, it's like, I totally agree, trust is a thing, but it's almost like all of the distrust and stories we've had about each other and all the ways that we have division as a story, if we literally just focus on what we want, where does all that go? It's like
Yes.
it was always a lie. Why would I
Yes.
spend any time on that story when you've got these incredible tomatoes for me?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, you're right, you're right, yeah. This conversation is really helping me because, um, with my tennis team, most of the time we're playing tennis, but sometimes we're around the tennis food table having conversations. That I think we can easily extend to a larger sharing economy among us.
Yep.
So that's a good point. It's not necessarily the person who's sleeping next door to you, whose house or apartment or whatever is close proximity to you. It's whatever that community structure you have, your sorority, your fraternity, or whoever. You can always kind of ignite a sharing economy
Yep.
that is currency free.
It's currency free. Exactly. Exactly. And then the idea with the party is that there's just imagine millions of live streams. And it's like, I really want to live in this area, and build this kind of cob house with this kind of garden and bringing these native plants back or whatever. And
Mm,
it's like
mhm,
somebody from the other side of the country has the same dream. You know what I mean?
mm,
And like,
mhm,
and so it
yeah,
goes from local, like to regional. You know what I
yeah,
mean? To
yeah,
whatever, and then really, nations are
yeah,
nations go away.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
they were
yeah.
always a lie.
Yeah, we're seeing how untrue they are
Yes,
by the
exactly.
destruction that's going on for no reason.
No reason. Just, mass hallucination that
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
that the world can be cut up and owned and assigned to
a
certain people.
sign. Yes,
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 the
yes.
manifest destiny story is over. The ownership story is over. It's all over.
Yes,
It's like
yeah,
we're living
yeah.
like they're holding on tight,
Yes,
but,
yes, 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 yes.
it's like the
It
game's over.
it definitely makes you wanna cry. "Come now, new earth, come now."
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
Come
we're
now.
in the it's like it's 1,000 to 0, right? You never scored a point. It's like on the whole
Yeah.
the Empire team, it was
It
has never been the team everybody's rooting for. Um, and because we're all
yeah,
the same team,
1,000 to 0.
and that team has gotten 0 points, and
0.
it's 10,000 to
Yeah,
0, and it's the
yeah.
last 10 seconds of the game, and they're
Of the
still trying to
game.
score.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let it go.
Let it go. Let
Let
it go. Get
let it
get
go.
a whole new playing field, a whole new game,
And you're gonna
a
love
whole
it
new
so much
everything.
more, like, you who are holding on to
Absolutely.
it, we're gonna have some fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tell me your friend's name. I keep saying who lives in Portugal,
Oh,
but I
Ginny.
forget. Huh?
Yes, Ginny.
Jenny, yeah,
Ginny.
Jenny. The way she described how she lives, it just makes you exhale.
Yes.
how
Yes.
she lives.
And it's just sanity, right? It's just but it's really you're there too, right? We're just and
Yes,
we're reminding
yes,
each other,
yes, yes, yes,
"What do
yes,
you feel
yes.
like doing?" I'm
Yes,
laying in the sun for the 3rd hour."
for the 3rd hour, yeah, yep, except for her Mexican food, everything's great.
Exactly. Which Claudia's gonna take care of and send her a
Claudia's gonna take
package
care of
from
that. She'll find a way to get through customs.
Yeah.
That's so much
Totally.
fun, but yes,
Yeah.
that's what you want. You wanna live
Yep.
free,
Yep.
doing your thing, untethered, right?
Untethered. Yep.
Yeah,
Untethered
yeah, doing your
souls
thing.
just playing together. And we
Mhm,
all know how to
mhm,
do it. We know how to do it. We'll remember. We can just play.
mhm,
Ginny and I did
mhm,
this series. I don't know if you saw I think you did, so I see some of it called Healing the Lost Ones, where we
mhm,
kind of energetically healed the Elon Musks and Donald Trumps and bringing them from what's like this very isolated um she sees like a well, like they live in like a well energy, like far, far away from their own body, from their own true
mm.
self.
Yeah,
And it's like a
yeah,
soul
yeah, yeah,
retrieval kind of thing.
yeah.
And in it, I could just see, like, every time we did it, I would see them as we saw them as young boys, and it was like Elon just wants to play. He just wants to, like, play with other kids who like to make machines,
Mhm,
and he's just
mhm.
so scared and lost. And so
Yeah,
it's like you said, who's gonna argue with this? We
right,
all want to
right,
just play in the garden
right,
together.
right, right. The only argument would come from ego and fear.
Yes.
Right? That some kind of from the old system to the new that you're losing something
Yes.
or someone's gaining something that you're not.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
the unfamiliar. So those of us who know we want that, yeah,
Yep.
let's go back to the known. We may have to go through the unknown, back to the known
Yes. Yeah,
to to
definitely
to
a
to,
leap.
to example it. Yeah.
Yeah.
To example it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
leap is like we all of us who've leaped, we're here to give testimony. It's it.
Mhm,
We're good.
mhm.
It's great.
Yes.
Water's
Yeah,
warm.
yeah. It is. Wish I had done it much
Yeah,
earlier,
exactly, exactly.
much
Save yourself some
sooner.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. Save a lot of things.
Mhm. Money. Yeah, exactly.
Headache.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, save a
Yes.
lot of things, save a lot of things, we'll bring it out. We have some
All right,
comments
let's see.
down there?
Yeah, let's take a look. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I see Margaret, Jingzi, Doug. Hi, Scow, Dan, and Wildfire Rose. Content Carrier. Hi, Douglas. Hi, Margaret. Hi. Abby, hi. So true. The systems had me believing I was trapped. Yeah. Yeah, that's the story. Right?
Right,
This is your mother. This is who you have to stay
right.
connected to.
Right, 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 that there's no door out.
Yep. Yep.
There's
You
no
you
door
you
out.
need it to survive. And it was like, we never did. We never did.
Right, right,
Mhm.
right, 'cause
It would never
right.
sustained us, the system. It was
No,
never
no, and
nourishing. Yes.
right, we were the hamsters on the wheel,
Yeah.
rolling the thing around, sustaining it, yeah,
Yes. We were
but
sustaining each other. It was always us. It was never the
yes.
system.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right, 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 right,
Yeah, and
and
like you
now we
said,
can
your communities have taken care of each other, like the trust, like
sure.
when at our worst, it wasn't we didn't go to the system for assistance, we went to each other.
No, we went to each other,
Yeah,
and we got what we needed, clothing, heat, food,
yeah,
everything. Yeah, so we have to remember that and not look on that connection, that community as substandard, you
exactly.
know, from the
It's
place where
exhausting.
my ancestors,
Yeah,
communities of color have come from, you know, we see today things from the system as part of our overcoming. The we shall
yeah,
overcome, the
yeah,
overcoming when we are sicker,
yeah,
we're have less financial stability.
yeah,
We're, less connected, spread out, connected. It's just more ills than it was before. Um, it wasn't that things were easy then, it was that we were self-sustaining. We were their
yeah,
self, and we were us against the system in a way, or
Yes.
navigating the system. It's when we embraced and took on the system as our own identity is where a lot of the n- downward things start to happen.
Yes.
So we've got to remember, like you said, we've done this before. We've sustained each other. We've been community. We've built
Mm,
things. We've sustained things.
yeah.
And it was good. It wasn't a bad thing.
No, no.
You know, we
Yep.
look at now where a lot of people can make lots of money versus, back in the day where it wasn't about the money, it was more of the exchange, food, clothes, shelter, community. You keep my kids, I keep your kids,
Mm,
all that type of thing, till, materialism
yep.
that
Agree.
really hijacked that community, hijacked that connection, hijacked the true self,
Yes.
right? Because we felt like that's where the goal was, the house, picket fence, all of that thing, that was the end game.
Yep.
But we lost things along the way.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
We
yeah.
lost touch with our yeah, our body, our being, our truth,
Our
our
being, our
community, all of it.
divinity,
Reality,
our
our divinity, everything.
our
Yeah.
thalit.
The lead, yes, we all lost it. We all the system, the colonizing system that makes us into drones, that makes us into slaves,
Yes.
right? And
Yeah,
we've all experienced that, because
yeah.
European descent people, we forget we were native, we were indigenous,
Yes, yes,
we also
yeah,
had community,
yes.
and we were colonized first, and
Mhm,
then we
mhm,
bought into the system, and
mhm,
then went and promoted the colonization all over the world.
mhm,
So we're
mhm.
all decolonizing our minds, decolonizing our lives, and declaring ourselves the sovereign beings that we are. We are not part of the system. It's a mass
Right.
hallucination.
A mass hallucination.
All it
Right.
is. Yeah.
Right. Right. Oh, and being um desperately sustained by the few, right?
Desperately
It's
sustained by the few.
desperation, right?
Yeah.
To the point of death,
Yes.
you know, which is
Yes.
unnecessary
Unnecessary,
for anybody.
and no one wins in it, including them. The ones holding on, they are they are as harmed. It's all harm because
Right.
it is it is against it is an argument with God and an argument with nature.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, and doesn't have to be.
No, doesn't
It
have to
doesn't
be.
have
And
to be.
here we are, having woken up from it, and we're all
Mhm.
just like, come on, let's play it. Let's play already. um,
Yes, it is.
let's see who else. Welcome everybody. Reverend Evelyn Bourne.
Hi,
She says
Evelyn.
that's beautiful. Hi,
Hi,
Margaret.
Margaret.
Mar- Oh, well, good. There we go. Okay, let's see what we
Mhm.
say here. Um, La Makoshi says, I have witnessed a correlation between people who have food gardens, relationships with the land, and a natural generosity with other humans, passing on
Mhm.
nature's generosity and providing food and passing it on. So
Okay, okay. Hey, Lamar.
that's great. Love it. Yeah, it makes so much sense, right? You're just living in the gift, living in the generosity of life. It's so much effort to go back to idea scarcity. No more zero sum games, stuff says
Mhm.
exactly.
Mhm. It is. So I think any of us, people listening, um, we should get somewhere and just start list of tactical things to do.
Yep.
It can be very minor, but little steps you can do to start creating that new earth, within yourself, within your home, and within the people you're connected with.
Yeah.
That shared economy, that new earth, that sovereign, each one sovereign. We come together with our divinity and our sovereignty to build something good for the community.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly,
So,
exactly.
so
We all
yeah.
have all the codes and all the scrolls and all the medicine, to share,
Mhm.
and that's
Mhm.
my thought with the podcast and everything is it's just a node or a hub where everybody who has all the codes can connect and
Mhm.
share, and we
Mhm.
we we basically create the new social network. you know,
Mhm,
as
mhm,
and just share everything.
mhm,
Um, it would be what we need is for everything to be streamlined, like, easy, because like, for instance, I'm getting censored and shadow banned on TikTok just for saying this on TikTok and YouTube now, you know?
mm. Yeah.
So, Substack is I'm still like, Substack is the best current meeting place, the freest, even though it's also
Mhm,
compromised,
mhm,
where we're just free, where it's literally the initial node of the gift economy, and it already is, but where we're
mhm,
free to just give, and they make it really easy, right? So they make like a gift coin. There's a gift coin, sort of like a central bank, you know what I mean?
mm,
Inside of
mhm,
Substack, for instance, they make it so we can have larger meetings, right? So let's say we had like a regenerative agriculture meeting where everybody who does, reforestation can
mm,
come, and from different regions of the world can come and have a
mhm,
meeting of 20 people or 30 people from around the world,
mm.
right? Like a Zoom embedded kind of meeting inside of Substack. Because
Okay.
now we're like finding each other, but it's
Mhm.
as Chaos says, we need the gathering spot as clutch, and um, so I'm like, I have, like, in a letter to Substack. I'm always writing to Substack. I'm like, what I want, right? Like, what do I want? What do we want? Well, we want a really easy way to do what you just said,
Yeah,
come together
yeah, it would be
and
great
share.
if there
Yeah.
yeah, it was a place you could go and then, see what little things other people are doing around the world to start, putting, bones on the idea of the new earth.
Yep.
So we're not, you know, recreating things.
The wheel,
The
exactly.
idea, right, right, not recreating the wheel. We're just
Yeah,
picking off of what works, pulling down what other people are doing to what works in our local area,
exactly.
and knowing maybe who to connect with,
Yep. It's
through
who are
that.
those like-hearted folks who have the
Yeah,
same specific vision that you do. We all have the
yeah,
same
yeah,
global one.
yeah.
Um, but exactly, it's and then how to make it really easy so that each person does, like, I don't have to go to YouTube to search the thing and then go
Right,
through an
right, right, right,
advertisement and then,
right,
you know what I
right,
mean? Like,
right, right, right. To
yeah.
more clearly see the no's
Yes.
in
Yeah.
that. So, how is Substack responding? Is that
Well,
a possibility?
yeah, the Substack
Or
hasn't gotten back to me, but I'm like, I'm what I'm like, the next thing I'm gonna write is basically like it's almost like an orientation for when you land on my page or the field guide page, which is
mhm,
like, here's who we are.
mhm,
We're a group of new earth leaders, new
mhm,
whatever we want to call us, right? And
mhm,
we all are living in and we see this world, right? And it can be my
mhm.
post like on my web and garden post I have, which Netafe created GoFundMe. Yeah, Oracle just went for hers just went from 50 million to a billion,
Okay,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
I
perfect.
went out there when you first posted about oracles, and I like it was yeah, it was 50,000,000.
Yeah, 50 million. Now it's a billion, and I'm like, perfect.
Okay. Yep, 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 yep,
Yeah,
yep.
because
Yeah.
the money in her hands is like just garden, right? The money in your hands is just bloom, right? The money in my
Mhm,
hands, we're just gonna
mhm,
create heaven. Like, that's all we're gonna
mhm,
do with this money,
mhm, mhm,
right? So basically I write like a map of like, if you're a billionaire, do this. If you're a
mhm,
developer, go here. If you're
mhm,
a right, what coder, go
mhm,
here. And
mhm,
like, and then here's who we are, and it's all categorized. If you're into,
mhm,
reforestation and eco return or whatever,
mhm,
go here. If
mhm,
you're a
mhm,
healer, go here.
mhm, mhm.
And just have us all like be the field guide with the
Yeah,
invitation that then Substack can become the field guide, right? And then the internet can become the field guide, that the network just is freed up.
it
It's a
starts to
true
span.
open source
Yeah.
decentralized
Yep,
network,
yep, yep, yep,
where
yep.
all the apps are linked, right? So if I
Mhm,
want to do a quick tutorial on TikTok, that's a
mhm,
different modality than Substack,
mhm,
but it's not owned by a different person and I shadow ban, the
mhm,
whole thing. It's like it's all just one network because it already
mhm,
is. It's like, let's
mhm,
stop trying to extract from each other and create
mhm.
businesses, and let's create one business, one, which isn't
Mhm.
extractive. It's just one big
Mhm.
gift.
Mhm.
And I think, and I'm if I were to bet on the platform that goes that way, I'm betting on Substack.
Substack. Mhm.
Because we need somebody to like call it. It's almost like, and I
Yeah.
we can call it and we can decentralize and we can create our own websites, which
Mhm.
I want to do for us, for those of
Yeah.
us who are teaching this.
Mhm.
And Oracle was like, we should make our own website, and it's like, yes, and we need the network to be free. So,
Mhm.
and we need one big player, just like the billionaire, to call it, to go like, okay, we'll be
Mhm.
it. We'll be the gift economy
Mhm.
hub.
Mhm. Mhm. Did any particular billionaire come to mind who would say yes?
Yes, it's Jack Dorsey. I had him in
Okay.
mind.
I
Yeah,
noticed you could okay. Yep,
yeah.
yep, you
So
can
I'm on Twitter, kind of whatever. Last
mhm.
night, I Googled him for some reason, and on the 18th, on Substack, you gotta look it up. There's a bishop who wrote a post. It's so weird. I forget the name of the page. I'll link to it in our description of this post, or of this
Okay.
recording. But it's a
Okay.
bishop who says that Jack Dorsey is Jesus Christ reincarnated.
Wow.
Wow. Well, first of all, a Catholic priest who talked about reincarnation, like, that's
Uh-huh.
blasphemous. But he came in a dream, and he
Wow.
said he needed to. It's the name of the page that he's a guest writer on is called, like, in something or other. It's a very weird term I'd never heard, and he
Hmm,
dreamed this word, and then he
mm.
went on Substack and he found this writer, and he's like, I need to be a guest writer on your page, and I need to talk about Jack Dorsey being Jesus Christ. And I was like, now, I have not I've what I've called him is the Jesus figure, because there's
Mhm.
no, Christ consciousness is
Christ
not Jesus Christ,
consciousness.
right?
Right, Christ
So,
consciousness.
and as far as I could tell, he was the only billionaire that's touching into Christ consciousness, who really,
Okay,
truly,
okay,
he's given away well over $1 billion,
okay.
to, really, I mean, nonprofits are problematic, but he's given them to the
Mhm,
best, like girls'
uh-huh,
education, women's
mhm,
microeconomics, food banks, etcetera.
mhm,
He's really
okay,
chosen well.
okay.
Um, and he, like, you can just tell his spirit. His bio says no
Mhm,
state is the best state. He wants the
mhm,
dissolution of government.
mhm, mhm,
But he doesn't know where to go. He doesn't know
mm.
who to go to. And I'm like, we're it. We're it. Seed
Mhm.
us. Seed us. Seed the
Okay,
women at this hearth,
okay,
and we'll be golden. So I wrote the bishop. I was like,
okay.
I get what you're saying.
Mhm.
I do see him as a leader, and
Mhm,
because,
mhm.
especially the masculine, they respond to hierarchy.
Right, right, right,
Right?
right,
So
right, right.
just a
Mhm,
leader who is living in his heart and who wants the best for everyone, it'll help all these men remember.
mhm.
And he's really
Yeah,
looked up to in the tech world and among billionaires.
that would be amazing. That
Yeah.
would be awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So
We'll keep working on it.
we're yeah, we're just
Draw
I'm just
that
like
in,
gently tapping on
Jack.
him like, "Hey, Jack."
Jack.
Uh, yeah. Yeah, so you wanna join me over on Twitter,
Jack, have you
I
ever heard of
tag him.
gift coin?
Yeah, I pinned gift coin, exactly. I'm like, and Evan researched him. He's like, yeah, he's like, I get it. He's a good bet.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
what he is a developer. Like, he loves running code.
Mhm,
So it's just
mhm,
like, here, Jack, just
mhm.
run the code.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep.
So
That would be great, that would be
yeah,
great. Yep, yep, yep.
yeah. So
Well,
here we are
let's
calling
out
it in. Here we are calling
calling
it
it
in.
in. Yep, and making it happen and keep moving forward with where we are
Yep. We
and
just do
do
our
what we
thing.
do. Yep,
Yep.
do what we do. Yep, we got things covered. All the aspects I think of the new earth covered.
We do.
Yep,
Exactly. We got it
yep,
covered.
we got it covered. We just now connect it and build them up.
Exactly.
Build it
We
up.
just need the
Mhm.
investment so that we can build the full dream, you know?
Mhm.
Our day-to-day dreams are the seeds. We're already living
Mhm.
it, but
Mhm.
we need a little fertilizer,
Mhm. Yep,
a
yep,
little
yep,
water and
yep.
sunshine. Yeah.
Yep. Until then, we'll do what Arthur Ashe says. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. Grab
Right.
your communities and say, hey, let's have a, sharing party
Yep.
and see where our connections are.
Yep.
Yep. where we
exactly.
can help one another. So
Yeah.
that'll be good. That'll be
Cool.
good.
And doing
Okay.
just this, connecting to each other and remembering
Yep,
together.
having the conversations, yep,
Mhm.
remembering
Yeah,
together
yeah.
and, picking out those things from our past to bring forward. Like I
Yes.
said, the things that we've done before.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
bringing them forward into now,
Yep.
and
Exactly.
being okay with that, so awesome.
Awesome. Well, what a pleasure this was.
Nice chatting with you.
Nice chatting as ever. Thank
Yep,
you. We're just hooked together, just arm in arm.
yep, yep,
There's
yep,
no goodbye.
yep,
There's no just
yep,
see you later. See you.
yep, see you later. Alright.
All right. Thank you,
Megan.
everybody. I'll be back
Alright, bye,
tomorrow.
everybody.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Bye,
Bye.
Namaste. See you later.